goes out with her mate Stella. It gets poured all over her fella, 'cause she says man he ain't no better than the next man kicking up fuss. Drunk she stumbles down by a river, screams calling London. None of us heard her coming, I guess the carpet weren't rolled
Well,
out.
my love, my darling, you've left me here alone. I'll walk the streets of London, which once seemed all our own. The vast suburban churches, together we have found, the ones which smelt of gaslight, the ones in incense drowned.
Her lingo went from the cockney to the gringo. Anytime she sing a song, the other girls sing along and tell all the fellas that the lady is single. A thick away a tickle on my young man's tipple. She's up for doing what she like any day, more like the night. She drowned drunk sorrows like she stole, bought, borrowed. She didn't like fights, but at the same time understood fellas will be fellas till the end of time.
Good heavens, you boys, blue-blooded murder of the English tongue.
Blood. Jack had a gang that he called the Many Grams. He was known as Smack Jack, the cracking man. In life he was dealt some shit hands, but the boys got the back now. And Jay way the same way as Mickey and Dan, dependent mans upon the heroines. And man Lisa had a baby with Sam, and now Jack's on his own, man. Well done Jack, you glugged down that cider. You're right, she's a slut, and you never fucking liked her. Not like what? He stopped so shocked, 'cause it turns out the last dance killed the Pied Piper. Tough little big man, friends with your daughters, only 'cause they drive him to pick up all his quarters. Crawler, lug loud brawlers, fall to the floor, they think they're free, but they ain't near the border. Too young, gunned down by a hellfire corner. Always did a favour, but never took a order. Behave young scallywag, a fine young Galahad. Glide dragged up, but only ever getting fag hags. Hung on his shoulder, cheap price shop tag. Slag better understand he came for the glamour, but this town's original, superficial the issue. For one dear Jack the 35 doppelgangers. Sheila goes out with her mate Stella. It gets poured all over her fella, 'cause she says man he ain't no better than the next man kicking up fuss. Drunk she stumbles down by a river, screams calling London. None of us heard her coming, I guess the carpet weren't rolled out.
It's over, man, it's over.
So this is a short story about the girl Georgina. Never seen her worse, a clean young mess, under stress at best, but she pleased to see her. With love, God bless, we lay her body to rest. And now it all dear started with daddy's alcoholic. Lightweights, checking it down, numbing his brain. And doctor said he couldn't get the heartbeat to start in. A beat up, drugged up, she feeling the strain. She said, in a rut, what the fuck I supposed to do? Suck it up, start, stop, keep running through. True, but you try it, ain't easy to do. She been buckle bell beaten from the back like a brat. Don't know where she going, but she know where she at. So Georgie, it's time to chain react. But the truth is, you know, she probably fought back. Tears streamed down her face, she screamed away. When I fall, no one catch me. Alone, lonely, I'll overdose slowly. Get scared, I'll scream and shout, but you know it won't matter, she'll be passing out. I said giggity biggity up and just another day. Another sad story, that's tragedy. Paramedic announced death at 10:30. Rip it up, kick it, spit up the views. Sheila goes out with her mate Stella. It gets poured all over her fella, 'cause she says man he ain't no better than the next man kicking up fuss. Drunk she stumbles down by a river, screams calling London. None of us heard her coming, I guess the carpet weren't rolled. Sheila goes out with her mate Stella. It gets poured all over her fella, 'cause she says man he ain't no better than the next man kicking up fuss. Drunk she stumbles down by a river, screams calling London. None of us heard her coming, I guess the carpet weren't rolled out.